We're watching Melissa's Legally Blind World YouTube channel. Let's have some nerding out, education, and fun.
Advanced idea mechanics. A.I.M.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Advanced idea mechanics. I want to describe A.I.M, spelled A-I-M, or as it's called, Advanced Idea Mechanics to everybody. Now, I don't know if you guys heard, but there's this new game that recently came out. I've been following it. Surprisingly, it was able to be made during the craziness of the world. Guess Marvel knows how to pull, moves like that off. And congrats to them. But anyway, due to my disability, I am unfortunately barely or unable to play the game, not without help. Or some form of assistance or accessibility, and not all games are accessible, so yeah. Anyway, we're gonna talk about Advanced Idea Mechanics, or A.I.M. For those of you who love Marvel and don't know who A.I.M are, Advanced Idea Mechanics, which is abbreviated to A, capital I, capital M, pronounced as A.I.M, is a sort of Alchemax-like, Alchemax look-alike, if you will. But there are subtle differences that you want to pay attention to here between A.I.M versus Alchemax. Alchemax, Alchemax, they're all about genetics and science, but they focus on the mental part, which is where how the rapture drug is created. And it's meant to target the neurons in the brain, the drug rapture from Alchemax. Advanced idea mechanics, on the other hand, they don't focus too much on the mental aspect. They're more about, science first, which, is all about the physical, body and studying DNA and all that. They pull in Alchemax a little bit with studying the DNA and all that. I don't want to spoil too much of the game. If you ever played Marvel's Avengers the game, press pause now, and come back to it later. Spoiler, wait. I'm gonna talk about it in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so assuming that you've already saw or played the game, or saw playthroughs of it, like I have, Advanced Idea Mechanics, is the Alchemax, is the new Alchemax in this game. A.I.M are the new Alchemax, as I've been researching and learning and studying, because this is a new company, feat, even for A.I.M, to pull an Alchemax with. Yeah, subsidiaries, the A.I.M octagonal, the gold octagonal shaped A.I.M logo on everything. And yeah, so to explain right quick, Advanced Idea Mechanics is a mega corporation, tiny company turned into mega corporation after the events of the craziness of what was called Avengers Day, or A-Day, for short, A-DAY, and ever since, the Avengers got ousted, so to speak, Advanced Idea Mechanics comes in with, hey, we'll help. We'll figure this out. We'll try to cure whatever the heck this infection is. And sure enough, they treat the inhuman disease like what we got going on in the world right now. And spoiler alert, there's lots of talk about the inhuman disease, and I put that in quotes. The word disease, inhuman disease in quotes. And yeah, and A.I.M is fighting to find a cure, and now they're going all Alchemax with pulling all the stops and trying out drug after drug, mist after mist. And the main founders are Dr. George Tarleton, um, and Dr. Monica. Now this is gonna be hard to pronounce. But her last name is spelled Rappaccini. You might think it's Rappaccini, but nope, it's Rappaccini. Monica Rappaccini, aka the newly elected scientist supreme. Congrats to Dr. Rappaccini on that election, but anyway, so yeah, Advanced Idea Mechanics are the new Alchemax, in this new universe. And it's pretty shocking for me, because I was like, A.I.M? The company from Iron Man 3 is now a megacorp? you know? And it's like, yee! Alchemax 2.0? A.I.M Comax? Anybody? But yeah. This is amazing. I'm excited for the sequel. If there is a sequel, because given the current state of the world, but if Marvel can pull it off, before, I bet they can do it again, especially with the sequel, despite the cuckoo times we're living in right now. Now, A.I.M, their logo, I'll describe it. It's a yellow octagonal shaped logo, with the five, you know, curvy points and stuff like that. It's almost like it's the shape of a stop sign, pretty much. Picture a stop sign, but with a gold color to it. Instead of saying the word stop, it says A.I.M or A.I.M. And that's basically the A.I.M logo. And I have magnified the images, so that's how I know. And magnification allows me to see what I can't see through my naked eye. Like when you're 2200, you're detail blind, so you depend on magnification or some form of assistance to see details. Or if you're as bad as me, audio description to hear the details for when you can't use your eyes too much because you only have one. But anyway, back to Advanced Idea Mechanics. Now, Advanced Idea Mechanics are, like I said before, they're the Alchemax 2.0 in the Marvel Avengers game. And it's pretty interesting. I won't spoil what happens to Dr. Tarleton and Dr. Rappaccini, but basically, Dr. Tarleton gets infected or exposed, per se, to a blue mist, which is known as Terrigen, which is this bluish gas from a pair of silver crystals, which is what makes you from regular human to inhuman. 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 And that's basically like cellular alteration, but you're still yourself, only with either minor deformities or major deformities, because you never know what the heck pterogenesis is going to do to your face and body. But it mainly alters the DNA, and sometimes not in a good way. A few lucky success stories are Daisy Johnson, aka Quake, from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and, Inhumans like that, and Medusa from the movie Inhumans. I saw that. That was interesting. Medusa turned out alright. Daisy, or Sky, I should like to be called, is also alright. But it's not what. And also the new girl on the block, Kamala Khan. Miss Marvel, and she turned out like Daisy Johnson, but unlike Daisy, um, and Daisy had this as well. Daisy and Kamala are, they have, when they use their powers, excessively, they have these fainting down to the floor spells. Like where they use their powers too much and then they relax, and 2 seconds in, faint to the floor. Um, but yeah. So AIM sees that as, oh my god, we gotta do something about this. We gotta find some sort of cure to this. And AIM works, pulls out all the stocks, tries to find whatever they can think of, science-wise, because they're all about science. Pretty much similar to Alchemax, but science first, if you will. And they basically pull out all the stocks. Um, and they come up with several cures that semi-work. And, like, it's not proven yet. Like, they're still testing it out and sort of that thing. But Kamala over here is like, I don't know about AIM. They're kind of weird. Why are they doing blah blah blah? That's Kamala's brain. And you go through the game as her, and, you try to figure out, is AIM fighting for us, or is there something deeper up their, laboratory sleeves, if you will? And I don't mind the concept of advanced idea mechanics at all, because I've seen AIM before. Iron Man 3, anybody? Um, Extremis? Hello? Hell, I have the Extremis book and movie. Iron Man Extremis. I won't spoil the parts for Extremis if you don't have it or seen it, but yeah. But in Iron Man 3 in the MCU, if the same company, now in the MCU, they're not a megacorp, they're more like a Oscorp. Advanced Mechanics here in the MCU, they're more of a Oscorp kind of deal in the Iron Man MCU. Um, and the CEO there was trying to find a cure to disability, much like what Dr. Tarleton and Dr. Rappaccini are doing. But the difference is it's through an injection rather than mist. And unlike, what they're doing now, it went horribly wrong and people died. I feel like this version of AIM is much better, like, executed than Iron Man 3, because, we never got to meet and see Dr. Killian advertise AIM, Dr. Aldrich, that, his name is so hard, Dr. Killian from Iron Man 3 advertise AIM and be like, hey, go to Advanced Mechanics, we'll help you. Like, there was none of that. But in this game, you have the AIM experience, which is nice to see. It's sort of like the Marvel world of Comic Con, only difference is it's Science Con in a way, um, by AIM. And yeah, that basically sums up advanced idea mechanics. And I hope you guys find this video informative, educating, and you discover something new. Now, if you guys are legally blind or totally blind watching, just focus on what I'm describing about AIM. If you're visually impaired and love Marvel, still try to enjoy it to the best of your ability. You may not be able to see AIM, but you can hear Dr. Tarleton's voice. You can hear Dr. Rappaccini, and stuff like that. And there you go, guys. That's Advanced Idea Mechanics, who they are, and their motto, basically. And their motto is a way better sounding tomorrow's technology today. Yup. Way better than Alchemax's start your career as a human trial surgeon. which is way better fitting than Alchemax's mantra of start your career as a human trial subject. A.I.M's tomorrow's technology today, slogan is a much better fitting slogan. I feel like Alchemax could use a model change, heal away your pain with Alchemax or something. That would be a better fitting model for Alchemax. But yeah, that's Advanced Idea Mechanics, aka A.I.M, A-I-M, and who they are and what they are. Hope you Marvel nerds like this little video on who A.I.M are, and, like in the words of A.I.M, let A.I.M help you. Don't be afraid. Quotes by Dr. George Tarleton. Had fun or learned something from this video? Feel free to check out more of Legal Blindness Nerding Out Fun here at Melissa's Legally Blind World. Remember to trust in the Force and may it always be with you always. Get a load of these other videos from my channel. Thanks for watching.